that break. Forev, he's leaving Hoyo, or he's taking a break.
Oh yeah. I woke up to the news to see.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, sorry.
I mean,
you were so in with the information. Here I am, like hours behind you. Jeez.
Yeah, this is how we become the top talent in the scene, bro. We have to always be at the front line to absorb the first.
Oh my god, I have so much to learn from you, my friend.
News.
Like, not only my MMR, but like with the scene and everything. And here I am, just doing living my life, eating lunch. Oh my gosh, why am I doing that without even looking at Twitter?
Yeah, but sad for Hoyo. I mean, I think after the 2 games that we casted from them, you definitely can feel like something is wrong. Something is very wrong.
Yeah.
Of the team, in the team.
Like, this is the problem, I think, with just Dota teams, right? If you're gonna start to lose, it's just kind of like the morale goes down. There's nobody really to pick you up because you're like, oh shit, we're dead, we lost, right? And game is over, right? And so you're kind of like out of it. Like, nobody wants to stick it through. Like, if you're looking at like the tier 1 teams, those guys on the other hand, they've got a team. They're gonna get paid no matter what, right? So for them, they're gonna be a lot more comfortable. They're gonna be okay with, like, hey, we made some bad mistakes, let's grow and let's improve. But with tier 2 teams without that sponsor or whatever, you're gonna have a really rough time trying to make it.
Yeah, I think that's the most important point actually from you, is that they don't have the sponsor, they don't have the consistency to keep them going. They're like, we're a stack, we lost.
Yeah.
Should we start finding another team that can potentially can potentially go far and then secure ourselves the sponsor, or should we just call it right now? Like rather to suffer short to suffer long time without any salary too.
Yeah.
I definitely didn't expect Hoyo to do like so terribly, because they look like on paper they look really strong with their like all their players have achieved great things before. They have the leadership, they have the carry, but it just doesn't gel together. Sometimes Dota, when you don't have the chemistry, everything feels very bad.
Yeah. It's a tough time. It's a tough time. I mean, like, I feel like on paper, like you mentioned, just how good they could potentially be. Like, they just have that repertoire. They have the history of just playing well, but it's hard to play. Like, in SEA, let's be honest. Like, people are from different nations and countries, languages, cultures. There's a lot of things that, in play, so to speak. Even language is just can be difficult. So just kind of sticking with the guy, for long periods of time, like the way he says things might kind of affect you or whatever. Like, little small things kind of add up. And so this is, in a way, like, there's no right answer, because, like, they need to figure things out. They need to stick it through. But at the same time, SCA makes that very difficult.
Well, yeah, definitely. That's why I always favorite teams that have like the same nationality. All five players are from the same country. I think that helps you solve a lot of the potential cultural problem. But of course, some teams that may not work for some teams too. For example, GXR, they are also struggling pretty hard, even though there are like 5 Malaysian players in the team. So I guess it's a good foundation for you, but how far you can go, it still depends on how well you gel as a team, how all players work together.
Yeah. I think just teams need to just have like, I know pizza party is in the negative connotation now with Dota, but like just like team building stuff, right? Where you kind of just like work it through and you just kind of like synergize, right? You just do things other than Dota at times, because if you're just constantly playing and at times like where you're just losing straight, like it's gonna really affect your morale.
Yeah, are you a big believer in team bonding and team building?
I am.
When it comes to Dota or bottom lane Raven?
Like, okay, it's one thing to play Dota all the time with them, but when things start to go bad, you don't have anything else to kind of lean on, so to speak, right? Like, let me take this into, a more professional level, in the sense that, like, if you work with somebody, like, you fuck up on the project together or whatever it is, but you have other things. Like, you've gone out to coffee together, you've kind of had lunch together, you understand with their families, you know what I mean? Like, you have other things outside of work. So you don't think that they're, like, a terrible person. But if you just look at the work perspective, that's all they've got. But tricks of the trade here, Mazarot's getting a little bit low. He should be fine, though.
Yeah, I definitely feel so, because, like, I think you have the personal relationship really helps things going on, because you know what's the reason behind someone's fucked up. You know that they're not a terrible person. They just maybe make a mistake here and there. They didn't mean it. And bottom side seems that FPC is going for the kill.
Oh, he's going for this. He does get it, but Raven actually draws first blood.
Oh, this is completely fine for Raven. Like he has the Undying coming back as full HP, full mana. He can also drop some items for Undying to pick it up too after the first blood kill. So it's perfect for Raven here.
Wow, that timing on that. I mean, FPZ was just chasing after him, just not fast enough though. I mean, he does pick up an early Urn though, so he has that. But no brown boots to kind of start things off. Are you okay with Urn as opposed to brown boots?
I'm okay actually. I think Urn is just super cheap to build right now because the components are really really efficient for an off lane. You can start with the circlet first. You can start with the Sajimas first. Like all these things are really good for you to contribute into laning. And also Spirit Wrestler obviously very important here for Fnatic. I mean for Boom Esports to counter what Fnatic is presenting. So I feel like not going for brutes is completely fine, especially when you're a Bloodseeker. You have the movements MS boost from your passive anyways.
So yeah, you have your own ways of just gaining that speed, so to speak. But how are they gonna deal with like an Enigma black hole, Tombstone? You know what I mean? Like Fisher, like it just seems like there's so much team fight potential for Fnatic. Like, what is the perfect team fight for Boom to win?
Well, the perfect team fight is actually pretty clear for them. They have Riki plus Storm, so these are two heroes that are really good for you to initiate on the back lines first. Oh, top lane Cascade.
Oh, they've got him cogged in. Jabs is looking the bad one. And by the way, Clockwork is a great counter to Earthshaker. The guy can't do anything when he's stuck, in your cogs and you've got the assault and battery. Like, because you have that cast time, so you do like this pump fake thing, and it makes you look very awkward. But Raven here is gonna look to just TP away. And again, actually, FBZ going for that Urn, if it turns it into the vessel, that's major value, and that's amazing here. But Makoto zips away. Sliver of life, he should be fine.
Oh, he has the Fairy Fire to save him, so that he doesn't get burned down by the corrosive breath or Cascade here. A lot manlier than last game.
Yes. Well, I mean, let's be honest. Clock is definitely a little bit more manly than Enchantress. But I mean, that's just with heroes aside.
Oh, Raven?
Raven is trying to morph through. He should be fine. Even the Urn was on him, but it's really not enough damage to get through Raven's HP pool.
There was a really good try by FPZ. He tried to body block Raven from him getting out of the AoE of the Blood, right? But still, Raven managed to get out at the one last second. But this lane seems pretty good for FPZ. I actually did not expect them to be able to punish DJ so hard because there are two melee heroes into the Undying Morphling, but somehow they are getting the kills on DJ.
Yeah, you would expect Undying to do well against melee heroes like that, but it just seems like he's been backed off. And Pango, I mean, he does so much burst and he's so mobile. He's just very difficult for DJ to kind of lock into play, so to speak. Is that, yeah, you've got the decay stacks on him, but the guy's fine.
Yeah, he's fast as well with the boost as well. So a bit hard. No, he has no boost actually, but of course mobility from Swashbuckler is always great.
What do you think about this Riki Drew carry versus the Enigma from Mazaras?
Feels like a pretty stagnant lane where both sides are just farming, but I would say Riki definitely has more killing potential than the Enigma. Because of the blink strike, you can always get on top of Enigma, and if you have help from your supports, it should be a pretty easy kill. But Cascade has been making his presence known somewhere else though, which I'm completely fine as well.
The only thing I'm worried about is Mazaras getting off that perfect black hole and just making it very difficult, like because you don't really have that hard reliable stun. You know what I mean?
Not
just
at all.
Kind of stop it.
Yeah. That's good.
He's level 3. He's been fissured. He's got nowhere to go. This wall, the Great Wall of China, is blocking him from going anywhere right now. He's just waiting for the fissure to last. The Dragon Tail is going to lock him in there, but they do just burst him down. Moon with his kill there.
Really well played coming out from Jabs. Like all of the supports are just doing a very good job in setting up skills for their for the chorus, but I would say Boom Esports, they're doing quite well now. Storm Spirit is a hero that really loves just pushing out wave and then going to the jungle to farm. FPZ at the bottom
Nice
side.
Fisher. He's locked in. He turns it up. He's got the Blood Right and the Rupture, so he's trying to fight this one, but he's waiting for help, and it looks like Pango's on the backside. He goes for the Tombstone. Jab's getting so low. Does need to be careful. He's been ruptured, so he's going to wait that one out. Here come the TPs, though. Makoto's on point. He did ball lightnings. He tries to get up with a nice little enchant totem there. Stun. They do have the Blood Right, and they do end up killing Jabs.
Good rotation coming out from Storm. He gets the kill as well. And meanwhile, it was unfortunate. It is unfortunate that Moon didn't have the Dragon Form on. Otherwise, he could have been punishing the mid tower a lot more. So Mikoto. It was the perfect time for Mikoto to make a rotation. Because normally, if you make a rotation, your tower would most likely be gone. But without Dragon Form, it doesn't get so much punish, and they get the bottom tower too. So the entire tempo is much faster than the last game, so to speak. And Boom Esports, they're off to a very good start, at least compared to the last game.
All right, but Mikoto there and FPZ both messed up. They didn't even get the last hit on the tower on T1 bottom.
Ew.
I mean, literally, you have one job as a core, right? And that's to hit, get last hits on towers. And if you can't do that, I don't know why you're playing Dota.
I think Boom have to reconsider what just happened right there. They probably have to give a talk to their team. You have to get the last hits.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you gotta, I think that there's confusion. It's like, oh, you get it. No, you get it. And then this is what happens when you guys are nice. This is why you must be toxic in your game and you must be evil so that you can secure yourself the last hit on the tower. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is one thing that I've learned. I tried being nice in pub games.
Yeah.
Guess what I got, man? Guess what I got? I never got to my 7K at all. So I'm done being nice. I'm done being the nice guy.
Yeah. And that, to be honest, that's I've never met a nice Arthur before. I've only met the mean one. So I would have no idea, how you would be as a nice person.
No, I'm done being nice guy, bro. I'm done being nice guy.
You were never nice to begin with, so you have nothing to worry about.
You missed the stage that I was once a nice guy. And I guess this is applied to every bad guy before. They were all once a bad guy until something hit them. Mm-hmm. And then it completely changes them. And look at this, Moon. He's getting the last hit. He's like competing with all the Eidolons from Masaros. Masaros was like, trying to get the last hit from Moon, but Moon is like, no, I'm getting the last hit because I deserve it.
Oh, they found TJ. They pull him back. He's only level 5. I mean, didn't really have much of a chance. He does go down there, but yeah. Fnatic here, getting all the last hits on those towers, gonna add up in the end. FBC
There's a lot of ways that Masaros can contribute in this game. Actually, he can go for the BKB Black Hole type, or he can also go for the Necro Tree build into countering the Riki type. So I wonder which type he wants to go for, but seems like now he's going for the manlier type, where he's queuing up BKB and Blink Dagger.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I like that more. I like that more too because, like you say, there's no direct counter to the BKB Black Hole.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. I mean, you've got that, and you've got the counter initiation with the Earthshaker. The team fight potential from Fnatic right now are just completely on point. And so the Boom Esports, they have a slight advantage, 5-2, 2K up. They need to be pushing towers. They need to take away space so that they don't actually get the wombo combos that they're looking for.
Yeah, definitely. They need to start controlling the economic growth of Fnatic, making sure that their timings don't hit so early. And then if you look at Riki, he's going for the diffuser blade build. So blink stun coming
blink in. There we go. Moon, the Dragon Tail actually stops his TP. He's gonna commit the rupture, but the Fisher just stuns him and he doesn't get really locked in. The enchant totem though will slow him down. He does get kind of low. He does need to be careful. Dragon Tail or Dragon Form has been committed, but I don't think you're fast enough to catch onto FBZ. Those zombies are super fast though. And there we go. The blink in forward, and Boone will secure that kill.
Yeah. And mid lane meanwhile, Morphling.
That's probably a bigger target right there. It's a 1-for-1, so all in all, not the worst fight for Boom.
Holy cow, how did Mikoto get such an early Orchid timing? It's 11.5 minute Orchid? So no one would see this coming at all. But right now, since he get a kill onto Morphling already, Raven will be a lot more aware of this Orchid rotation coming out for Storm, but damn, that was very early. So it means that it kind of shut down any split push potential coming out from Fnatic side, because if anyone split push aggressively, they'll just get completely countered by this Storm.
Yeah. But at the same time, yes, you got picked up the early Orchid, and yes, you did get the kill on Raven. But you gotta continue to make ganks. You gotta make the pressure known, like take away space. Mikoto constantly just farm it so that you take advantage of this Orchid time.
Definitely, definitely. And also, you don't really have to kill anyone to make use of the Orchid impact. You simply have to just hold the Orchid, and it already gives so much pressure to Fnatic because they can't even show on the lane to split push on their self now. And if you look at the mini-map, you can look at all the Fnatic members, they are just hugging each other right now. And with this, Boom should be able to at least outfarm Fnatic for the next 5 minutes.
So you're saying
until Manta is done. Yeah.
In the 40-minute mark, if I get a Orchid at position 4 and I just hold it and I don't use it, I'm actually contributing to my team? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying if you get such an Orchid timing, you feel good, because at 40 minutes everyone would have items to counter Orchid already.
Oh, so I'm doing it wrong, but Makoto's doing it right. That's what you're saying.
Don't tweak my words, man. This guy trying to tweak my words. But yeah, I mean, like, definitely Mikoto can chill right now, but I think he should be trying to get more kills, to be honest. But well, it's tough to, sometimes it's tough for you to be too advanced or to take too many risky moves or to be overly aggressive on the map. It's just like how when you are trying to get a girl, you don't want to be too overly aggressive. You want to try to play the fishing game. Oh, bottom side.
All right, Mikoto was trying to search for jabs though. He's level 7. The blink forward. Oh, the Fisher. He actually dodges it with the ball lightning. Nice play by Mikoto. And here come the reinforcements though. And Dragon Form has been used, so they want to get something out of this. But Boom are looking to be the aggressors here as they're moving into position. Drew, a little low on mana though. And here comes the Courier doing a little scouting, at least for the ward. They do see Mikoto because the creep's there. They blink forward. They do find him. They've got a nice little place into the black hole, though. They found it, and they thought it was a trap, but no. Mazaros is on point. They got the silence. Jabs is getting hit from the backside. Not dead. Okay, now he goes down. Mikoto, though, turns his attention. They look to go for it, and they get Moon. It's a 3-for-1 so far. Nice fight for Boom. And they get to the high ground, and it looks like they're going to secure the T2. So a really nice play by Boom.
Yeah, that was a good two-man black hole, but unfortunately, Fnatic's timing is not up yet. So there weren't enough damage to follow up. Also, Shaker wasn't able to do anything because Mikoto was on him all the time. So, Boom, definitely utilizing their timing very well, especially with the Spirit Wrestler too. It counters Morphling, it counters DK. Also, Spirit Wrestler forces the Morphling to get Manta Style as early as possible. So he couldn't go for the EB plus Aghanim's build to play with the Shaker. So it slows down Morphling timings a lot. And overall, I think Boom Esports, they are doing very well this game. Also, I like that Drew is going for the Diffuser Blade build so that he will have the tools to kill the Raven as early as possible. And he does, because if you go for Riki, if you go for a Fury build on Riki, it takes a lot of time. And by the time it comes online, Morphling already has all the basic items for him to stay alive. So I love this build coming out for Drew. I always like that Drew is going for the more aggressive fighting build, because it complements Mikoto very well, because Mikoto wants to fight early.
Wait for the ball lightning. They're trying to fight him. Oh, they do. He was trying to TP away. They got the silence as well. Raven's just trying to morph through this, and I don't think he has anything going for him, and they do end up slicing him down. Raven goes down for what, 33 seconds? Right. A great pickoff for Boom.
Let's see if they can turn this into any tower push. Because once again, Boom Esports, their tower push is not amazing with Storm and Riki. They always have to aim to bring down a couple of Fnatic's hero before they can turn into a Roshan. Something like an objective, something objective.
And Drew picked up his defusal now, and you're talking about just being the aggressor here. He seems to be in a great spot. He's just gonna take care of these creeps here. Oh, the blink forward. Mazaros found Hyde though, and it looks like he's on the wrong side of the map. No, he swashbuckles to the high ground. They've got the silence here. They do need to be a little careful. The rolling boulder, he gets killed though, and you can just, yeah, you're magic immune, but right clicks, unfortunately not.
Yeah. Well, that was a pretty interesting blink. He blinked to kill Hyde. Also, he blinked at the same time to dodge the hook too. Pretty anticlimactic there. Oh, bottom side, Jabs barely get out.
Yeah, Jabs. I haven't seen that massive echo, but I just picked up his blink now, so this should be a bit of a reveal in that sense. And they're probably gonna look to fight here. Although Dragon Tail and of course Dragon Form is not available to the Dragon Knight. So they might just wait for that cooldown.
But I think they are definitely on the defensive end here. But if they can find themselves the perfect counter initiation with Echo and Black Hole, things will just completely turn around. Because they have great Roshan takers, they have great tower pushers too with the Morph and also Enigma Eidolons. So they are just aiming for the one team fight, and then they can train into Roshan or tower. That would completely just give them all the advantage back.
Yeah. My only
So
worry
even
right
though-
now from Boom, sorry to cut you off, is that, yeah, they have a slight advantage, but nobody's prioritizing BKB, which I think they're going to start to need.
Definitely. But Storm, I understand why he opts for the Lincoln Sphere first. Oh,
Blink.
Jabs.
He does get it, but he's been silenced. That's the reveal, and not much out of it. Really fast fingers by Makoto. Here come the TPs. Drew's on the way. Jabs is waiting for it. He mistimes the Fisher. That outpost, that TP timing takes forever. Jabs is probably going to die for this. He gets hooked, and he does die there. So, yeah, he's got the blink, but unfortunately not able to get anything out of that.
Yep. They couldn't get the initiation because they were running uphill without any vision. So it was a risky play, but Fnatic feels like they are on the time. They have hit their timing to make such risky play. Unfortunately, they wasn't able to find anyone. Also, super fast reaction coming out from Mikoto as well with the okay. Otherwise, it was a two-man echo.
Yeah. And,
Let's see how Shaker can turn this around now. I wonder if Shaker is going for the shot first. If he has the money at 20 minutes, because shot, we have seen this a lot of time. It's just a very good way to chain stun people down without committing your own positioning. But at this point, you really need the 4-staff against the Riki and Clockwork as well. So itemization is the tough thing for Fnatic now.
like, when Jabs went up there and you go for the blink, like, my only concern was that he went in blind, right? Like, you need vision before you make any of those plays. And I feel like if you're just going to blink in, you're just, like, literally just going kamikaze and you're suiciding at that point.
Yeah, I think so too. I think you always want to fight with your vision, around your vision, especially when you have great initiator.
Yeah.
So I don't know if risk like that really worth it or not. Because at most, if you can get a kill, that was what, a support kill that was blocking Shaker. So that's the kill that you can get with such a risky play. That ROI definitely don't feel very appealing.
And if you're looking at itemization for Fnatic, Dragon Knight, Enigma, Earthshaker, all three of them have blink at this point, right? So I would foresee like the best initiation would be from Dragon Knight. You know what I mean? Let him kind of initiate, let people kind of group up on him. Then you kind of get the black hole, echo slams on top of that, right? So like it kind of builds up as opposed to just going for that, that initial echo slam, which you're maybe gonna find 1 or 2 heroes at most.
I completely agree. But that what you just say just now was completely countered by this Lincoln Sphere on Storm. They definitely want to get the Storm first every single time, and if you don't get on Storm can always just go freely to your backlines to cut to your Enigma, to cut to your Earthshaker. So initiation is a big thing for both sides right now. It really depends on who gets the perfect initiation. And the one requirement for this is the vision. Both teams have to play around their vision. As you can see, they're all camping at the side of the map that they control now. Fnatic don't really want to go anywhere else without vision. Same as Boom.
I just feel like if Boom just went straight up like 5 BKBs, they would just win every team fight. Like, I don't know. I mean, obviously they would fall off in the end, but if you can just close it out, like win team fights, take objectives, and then just kind of control the game that way, I think that they would have a higher success rate of winning this game because of that.
Oh, I definitely agree too. But sometimes teams they just prioritize scaling more, and they don't really like to all in onto the mid game. They still want to have the chance to go to late game. Because if you go for 5-man BKB, like you say, they're not gonna scale, and they're gonna slow down their farming speed a little bit. What if Fnatic don't ever give them the fight that they need when they see the BKB, then that's gonna slow down their fight. So I guess this is all the consideration that is going behind the scene for Boom Esports.
Okay.
They are penetrating the high ground though.
They've got smoke. Kescute is actually going to be the first one revealed. He's going to pop. He's going to go right in for Jabs, and the Tombstone's been committed as well. They blow up Jabs. No buyback. DJ's going to go into Flesh Golem mode, but he's going to die as well. It's 2 for nothing. Kescute does go down, so they got something out of this. Moon, on the other hand, is in dragon form. Does need to be a little bit careful. The Tombstone goes away, and he gets a nice 2-man black hole, and he gets Yules on forward. The tricks of the trade doing some work. He's been silenced, and now he's going to go walk back in shame as his black hole ended early there. Drew, on the other hand, is looking to just kind of blink strike away, wait out for the BKB Moon. He's going to look to just TP out now, but it's a 3-for-1 really nice trade for Boom Esports.
Yeah, very good positioning coming here from FPZ as well, utilizing the U scepter to dodge the black hole. I think Masaros saw the two-man black hole opportunity, but he forgot to take the use on FPZ into account. So very well played by Boom overall. Bottom side,
That's a deep ball lightning. Makoto's going in. They've got the silence as well. Moon really doesn't have much voice. Even his breathe fire is going to be off the mark because he's zipping and zapping, and it's it's a 2 for nothing on that one because Enigma died in the last fight.
it's just tough, man. It's just tough for the backline supports to play now on Fnatic side because they have two great heroes that can create so much chaos. Both Riki and Mikoto on the Storm. And also Riki go for this diffuser blade pills means that he can easily just solo kill any of the squishy supports coming out from Fnatic. Topside Raven.
FBZ though, he's got the Yules and it looks like he's got the speed. He's gonna continue to just back off and farm here. But Raven though, Manta, and he's gonna get Aghanims next. Are you okay with this itemization?
Yeah, definitely. I think the Aghanims is gonna be the savior for his team. They have to utilize this Morph-Shaker combo to get themselves onto the Storm. I mean, if you hit one, I think when you get the Aghanims, if you hit one fissure on Storm, the Storm will be done. Because there's no save coming out from Boon at all. So one fissure into another fissure, into potential echo or stuff like that, that can totally burst down the Storm.
And it's kind of odd, but of all the series that we've casted together in the DPC, we have not gotten to a game 3, and it's looking that way. I mean, we're gonna probably get one at this point.
Seems like it. I'm still a little bit worried of Boom Esports because they are still holding 8k gold lead, but if you look at map control, they haven't gotten most of the other towers yet. Because normally at this rate, with such advantage, you should be getting Roshan, you should be getting tower, but because of their nature, properties of their heroes, they couldn't really advance the game with that way. So they'll have to keep looking for kills constantly, and when you can only look for kills but not towers, the risk is gonna compound up as Fnatic gets more items to survive their initiation on Boom.
They're not going fast enough. Like, they need to be closing the game out, and I still feel like they're playing a little bit cautiously. Like, every time your ults are off cooldown, like, you got Rupture available, you have Hookshot, you have so many potential ways, but they haven't been able to find those ganks, and they haven't been able to go in. As I say, that Moon goes in, finds KezQ, and it looks like KezQ will just probably go for the die for this one, and as he gets cogged in, he 4 steps away, but he gets shotgun blasted away. Jabs, on the other hand, he's been silenced. Makoto's looking for him, but he's a little low on mana, doesn't need to be careful. Mazaros has got the BKB. He's got it committed, though, but he actually is not committing the BK, or the black hole, that is. They found Drew, and that's the bigger target, so that's a huge win for them. Undying is going to buy back here, but it looks like it's a 2 for 2 so far. Makoto's going to back off and just farm.
Alright, that's definitely acceptable for Fnatic, and this is the risk that we are talking about. When you are going for such aggressive kills, you are going to get some kills, but if you are not careful, you are going to lose some important heroes too. And in this case, Riki is the hero that they drop. Next time, it could be Mikoto on the Storm. So when Boom goes for all these kind of kills, they have to be completely careful. They have to make sure that they have all the vision for them to take it. Otherwise, they could easily get punished by this Blink Black Hole or Blink Dragon Tail.
I felt like his positioning was a little off there. Like, he was really in the heart of the enemy team. Just in a bad spot. Speaking of being in a bad position, KezQ on the other side is just going to get shotgun blasted. Their FBZ's looking to just fight this one. Hyde is coming in late to the party. Flesh Golem just keeping DJ alive. He's a little bit tanky. He's going to just moonwalk backwards. He should be fine. The Blood Riders are going to zone them away. The Ancients are getting in on this as well. Moon's going to pop his BKB. Rolling Thunder from Hyde. He swashbuckles to the low ground. He's going to stick around, and Drew is back. He's got the smoke screen. He's going to look to go. He gets bursted, though. Ball lightning coming in from Makoto. He's going in and out for Raven. They've got the pull back on Moon, and Moon is just so tanky. He's being able to survive this. They got the Fissure, and they have Makoto, but he's on the wrong side of the Fissure. The Tombstone's on the high ground. The Blood Right zoning again. They should be backing off here. Makoto needs to be careful, but the Dragon Tail catches him out. The Blinking from Moon was on point. The Ball Lightning is just so low. The Echo Slam is going to commit onto Drew. If anything, you're going to just try to lock him in. Makoto gets the Roshan, and he does die to Roshan. Roshan makes him pay for walking into his home, and it looks like that's going to be a 1-for-1. Drew is stealth, and he's going to back off here. Moon is still on the prowl. Moon is in a bad spot. He's in dragon form, but how tanky can he be? It looks like he's just trying to survive this. He's able to turn this around. The hook shot is on point. They end up killing Moon, and here's the black hole, and it's a complete whiff. That was a disaster. Somebody clipped that. Mazaros with the BKB as well. Kescute with his healing self. He's going to back off, and that was for shame.
Wow, so many little things happened there. First of all, Jabs was eyeing. He was waiting all his time in the world in this game to echo on the storm. But as he was about to do that, Riki blinked on him. And the blink strike, little damage of the blink strike stopped the echo. And in turn, Jabs echo on the on Riki himself. So that was the first. That's why they didn't manage to get the storm kill, and he died to Roshan. And then another thing is Masaros just completely waved off his BKB back hole. Well, but with all these things going on though, with them missing their two biggest teamfight spells, they were still able to get 2 core kills on Boom Esports side. So pretty good defense coming out from Fnatic. As long as they play in their vision, anything can happen. All they have to do is they need to just camp around their warps. And of course for Boom, they will have to make sure they take away the vision advantage of Fnatic before they start the fight. Because if the Earthshaker is blind in the team fight, he's very vulnerable to both Riki and the Storm.
And okay, not to make fun of Mazaros's black hole there. I mean, he completely whiffed it. But you know, I've been in that situation before as well. But the thing is that he let it go, right? He knew it whiffed, but he just like let it tick for like a couple seconds to just see if anybody walked into it. Like if I was in his situation and I've whiffed black holes myself, I would have instantly canceled it, and I'd be like, oh yeah, somebody stunned me. You know, I just make something up,
Nothing
right?
just happened, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, you want to make it as less possible as it can be.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I think Masaros right there, he's just like, all right guys, I black hole, and he holds on there hoping for someone to eventually walk into the black hole by accident. Because might as well, right? If you're already committed, might as well just hope for that, you know, glimpse of hope that enemy makes a mistake.
Like this is the 2 games that we've seen. This one and the last one is like a tale of 2 Mazaroses. Right? In the sense that the last game, he was completely owning, dominating, had 12 kills, was stealing kills at this point, and he was just completely owning the game. And this one, it's kind of like, ooh, like I feel awkward for him.
Yeah, I mean last game he missed a couple of spear, but there's like what 40 seconds cooldown. He can try again next time. But this though, black hole is like available every 184 seconds. There's no room for you to make mistakes like that.
All right, let's pretend like we didn't see it. Maybe
let's pretend.
Yeah, I think. All right, nobody clipped that.
Alright, Storm Spree gotten his Lincoln Sphere, like he's protected by the Lincolns plus Aegis now, so Stormtree can go ham in the team fight.
Oh, Moon going,
though?
blinking in just for the illusion rune. That's the worst one. Why would you do that? They have a 2-man Fisher though. Moon is on the bad side of this one. Dies for the illusions. Even his illusions are left alive though. So if anything, they got that. But DJ's gonna get pulled back here. I think no, he's just gonna get killed here. And Mazaros is gonna be in the, you know. He's going to get right-clicked here by FBZ. He's going to just TP away now. I think he does not get out. Oh my gosh, it's a 3-for-0. And that was a disaster, all because of the Dragon Knight blinking forward like that. What a bad play by Moon.
Yeah, I think this is the kind of play that you think, all right, I can sense the danger here, but should I go or not? And then you're like, all right, let's go. And then instantly get caught and turn into a disaster situation for Fnatic. So sometimes you just have to, some things you have to let go. You know, like if you are in a toxic relationship, you have to let go earlier.
Is there something you want to talk about? Not Dota related?
I have a perfectly healthy relationship.
Okay. I'm just saying. There's a lot coming out today. I don't know. There's like these hidden undertones that I'm getting. I'm this. You know, if you want to talk, we can take it off stream. But you know, I'm happy to help out here because.
Yeah. I'm not hinting at all. I'm just like.
Okay. All right. Because it seems like you're speaking from the heart, and I don't want you to be like, oh, I'm reaching out to Holler, and I'm like trying to open up and talk about this, and I just need some advice and all this stuff. But in actuality, I thought you were talking about me. Yeah, no, I do care about you. That's why I'm reaching out. I want to know if you're having issues. Talk to me, man. It's all good.
Alright, speaking of that, I feel like Fnatic has more issue than I do right now in this game.
Okay. So you want me to reach out to Fnatic instead? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm a aspiring coach slash analyst looking for a job now. Oh, Arcane Rune. This is the rune that is worth dying for.
But just DJ picked that one up, so...
Shit, they're
Oh,
all
the
in.
hook shot. Mikoto goes right in the instant BKB by Mazaros, but he's stuck in the cogs. He blinks out, taking no damage. He's able to do that. It looks like Jabs has been killed here. Raven is going to waveform away. Mazaros is still sticking around, but he does have BKB, or Black Hole if he wants to go, but no BKB. He's going to get right-clicked by FBZ, and it looks like they've got DJ as well. It's a 3 for nothing, and you talk about an arcane rune, man, but like a lot of the teams and the players are dying for these runes at this point.
Wow, that was very unfortunate for Fnatic. They did not expect the high ground ward from Boom, because they thought that Boom was controlling the entire triangle, and that would be that is where the vision would be heavily guarded. But they just didn't expect everyone to just get exposed by the high ground ward there.
What a crazy fight there. And it looks like they're going to have to just glyph to just kind of quell the attack a little bit. But FBZ is going to stick around. He's going to just kind of tank up what he can. And it looks like they're going to back off here, especially since the respawn timers are taken away.
But I think they're still not giving up this just yet. They know that they have better high ground defense. They're gonna fight until, I guess, the throne down, which is obviously the competitive spirit that we want to see. But mostly because they have really good high ground defense. We have yet to see Morphling do the Morphshaker things though.
Yeah.
So yeah, they must have just hoping for that one last chance. If that doesn't work out, I guess they will just knock the GG out.
And Boom Esports has done a really good job of navigating through all of the different, crazy ultimates that are available on Fnatic. So just being able to do that has put them in this driver's seat, so to speak. I mean, they're up 15k, but Fnatic are not going to give up, because once they do get that nice wombo combo, they just need to catch Boom Esports off one time, and they win that team fight, and they can completely change this game.
Absolutely. And here, is this where they go? Oh. Okay, there wasn't any follow-up to Raven. Now this is the thing about the power of the Morphshaker, is that once you get one fissure, and if the follow-up is there, you're basically dead. Because one fissure will lead into a lot other more disable. And the disables coming out from Fnatic are so solid too. So right now Boom is the one that they have to be afraid. They have to respect the power of the Morphshaker. Because if you be sloppy for once, like the one fight you give away, game will change.
Yeah. Oh, that Fisher from downtown is just so much, and BKB is going to be used by FBZ. He's looking to just fight this one. The Tombstone is on the back. The Rolling Thunder is just going to kind of zone things out. He's got spider legs, so it should do a little bit of work, but he's just zoning more than anything else. Nobody's really dying at this point, and it looks like they're going to back off here. Kesku is looking for that nice hook, but I think the call has been made to just back off here.
Yeah, that was a really good waste of the 10-second BKB coming out from Morph, because that was a freshly one. And I'm just amazed at how Boom is what they are always playing with vision. Whenever Fnatic make a move on them, Boom is what will always have the vision advantage over them. So you have to give huge props to the two supports of Boom Esports in this game.
All right,
to control the vision so well.
I don't know if you know the answer to this one, but Morphling morphs into Earthshaker, right? And then he's got, all of, his abilities and everything, but like the Aghanim Shard though, if he gets the Aghanim Shard, does that boost his own Fissure as well? Is that how it works?
Wow, I actually don't know about this.
Okay. And you call yourself an analyst.
Sometimes I was like watching some of the tier 1 EU division games, and sometimes I noticed that Fog, he doesn't know everything too, so I'm fine. I'm completely fine. If someone as a high tier as him doesn't know everything, it's okay for me to not know everything too, right?
Okay, fine. All right, fine. If you want to not know everything, no, actually, to be honest, if you do, like, it's impossible to know everything in Dota. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right, so Raven, enchant totems away. He's gonna hop on out of there. They've got the nice little map control here, but they're kind of waiting for Roshan, which is actually to spawn in 10 seconds, which is actually quite, a pretty big advantage for Boom right now.
Like Boom right now, they're just, you know, they try to control the triangle advantage right now. That's why they're stepping up aggressively.
Ooh, the blink in, Dragon Tail. Moon has actually found Drew, and here we go. And it looks like the hook shot in, the tombstone. Mazaros is just gonna go for this. He's gonna have the BK, or the black hole, and it does commit onto Hyde though. And he's stuck into the rolling thunder, and he's gonna look to just fight this one. Makoto blows him up though. It's a 1-for-1. Buybacks are coming, Drew and Jabs. Raven though, hops back on out. He's going to just go back into Morphling form. He's going to deal with these creeps here. But they back off here. With the buyback coming from Jabs, they do need to be a little bit careful because he's got Echo.
Yeah, that's completely fine actually. You weave the, I mean, you committed the black hole, but you also in return you get a buyback coming out from Drew. Like right now, buyback is everything.
Ooh, they found Moon. They've got the silence, and they're going to look to just go with the blood right. The Fisher is going to be on the wrong side of that one, but they do end up killing him instead. Doesn't really matter. Makoto goes in. He actually threw the shot onto the Ancient of all things. It's a 3-for-0.
I really like this move coming from Boom because normally right after you buy back, you want to be defensive, but Boom is, they are capitalizing on the downtime of the BKB of DK, so they know that they can make a move there without if DK doesn't have BKB, he's basically a walking tanky grip. So good initiation coming out from Boom there. Raven is doing a huge wrap around.
Oh, but here comes the buyback, and it looks like Raven's gonna go. Makoto goes down, and it was 95 seconds, no buyback. Raven is just got the BKB. He actually turns into Earthshaker. He actually stops because the Rupture has nowhere to go. FBZ's gonna just get on out of there. Mazaros is on his tail, doesn't really have the stun. Oh, but the Fisher! Oh my gosh, the distance on that thing. Okay, he's still fine. FBZ though is gonna just use the blood right, just try to keep himself alive. Hyde is looking to go. Rolling Thunder is gonna roll out. The smoke screen is doing a little bit of work. Raven goes down, 85 seconds, no buyback, and it looks like it's a huge overcommitment. They didn't actually have the ults to deal with this, and they have no real way of controlling this. And they've got DJ just looking to just de-ward at this point, because that's what you do as a support no matter what the team fight is going on with. Moon is just trying to run away. DJ just, you know, just breakdance fighting. He's bringing the disco ball, if anything, and it looks like this is going to be a bad fight for Fnatic as DJ now tries to go for the TP, and that was not going to happen.
There's one of the this is one of the false hope or something like that, you know, where you think that, all right, we took down the strongest hero Storm without buyback, and now we should keep chasing. But the fact is they couldn't do that because they don't have the BK, they don't have the Dragon Form anymore, they don't have the BKB on DK, they don't really have the black hole from Enigma too. So chasing was actually really dangerous by them, since they have already commit their BKB on the first initiation. And also very well done by Hyde there for, you know, just chain stunning down the Morphling with the Rolling Thunder. That's how they really won the team fight. So normally when you are behind and when you are doing some buyback, some comebacks, you want to take little step, you want to take baby step, and fully committing on enemy like that is normally how you throw the hope of a glimpse of coming back there.
And what a disciplined call for retreat right now. Like, most teams would have been like, oh, still 3 down or 4 down. I mean, yeah, Morphling was coming back in about 10 seconds, but just make the call to disengage there and to go for Roshan. Super smart by Boom Esports. Definitely playing it safe and definitely not looking to throw any games at this point.
Yeah, just imagine if Fnatic didn't go for the chase and they went to Roshan instead. The game would be so much different right now.
Yeah.
But, well, sometimes Dota is a game that is full of regret.
When is I thought Dota actually was it meant regret in like German or something, no?
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, every game is full of regret. That's why I assumed it was just Dota meant regret.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Dota is the king of regret. Like you know, every single time when I kill a game, instantly I'll regret it.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll just lose the game.
Yeah. Even from the drafts, when you're like, you see the heroes that are being picked, you're like, why? Why?
The moment I get into the game and I saw someone holding that icon of Punch, and I saw the tag below them, hard support, that's where I instantly regret my decision of queuing the game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, it happens. I mean, we love to bash this game, but at the same time, it's still one of the best games in the world, so... but playing sometimes can be some of the most painful experiences of my life.
Definitely, man. I can totally recall this. I can totally resonate with this. Oh, seems like Boom, they are about to put Fnatic's misery to the end.
They're trying to find the perfect engage. I like it how all the lanes have been fixed and they're kind of pushing. So it really, Fnatic really have no space to get outside of their own base. They have all of their ults and they're ready to go, but this next fight is going to be just pretty much the tipping point in terms of how this game is going to go.
Yeah, I still feel like Fnatic they're in control of their own fate though, because they have all the team fight spells for them to come back in this game. They just have to find the correct execution. That's all they need.
Yeah, every time I think that they have the right initiation, they get blown up. And it looks like instead of Boom going for BKBs in that style, it looks like Drew and Hyde have both picked up a Aeon Disc. So both of those guys are aware of the potential, the burst and the stun lock that they've got going from Fnatic.
I love this. It means that, Boom, they're really playing with your brain right now. I mean, of course, you're always playing with brain, but they're thinking a lot deeper than they should be. So they're respecting the fact that once you get caught by the fissure, and if the chain stun are there from Fnatic, you are just gonna die. There's nothing you can do because they have no save. So Eon Days would be your most reliable save.
Oh, they're gonna go. Makoto actually goes in. He actually baits out Moon's BKB, so you got something out of this. You could perfectly disengage. Kesku doesn't need to be careful. The Glimmer is gonna keep him alive from that magic resistance as well. But Makoto goes in. He gets a mini black hole on his own with the tricks of the trade, just doing some work, and shows Enigma how to actually do the black hole. And they found Moon as well. No buyback for any of these guys. What a great initiation. Fnatic calls GG. They've had enough. It's 39-13, 43 minutes. They were going to have a hard time coming back into this one.
Mikoto is such a beast on the Storm Spirit. Like, this man, I've seen so many times that he just solo carry the game with the Storm Spirit. Like this game is not a solo at all. Like, no, nothing taken away from for his teammates, but it definitely feels like a Mikoto show from the beginning to the end.
16-9. Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you on this. I mean, he was just completely on point. Like his initiations, his ganks, his orchid timing. Like, what could this guy not do in this game? He was just so on point with everything.
Yeah, and how they're set to tell you that your statistic of shard is broken this game. Fnatic has gotten 2 shard and they lost.
Why would you?
2 versus none.
So these are the kind of moments where you don't tell me these things. Ignorance is bliss. I didn't even know that. Now my stat, like, I don't know what my purpose in life is anymore. Like, you've killed my hopes and dreams.
Okay, we should stop talking about this now. just like Mataros, he should have just stopped the black hole just now. Alright, let's stop. Alright, and this draft, I feel like Boom Esports, they are reacting much better than Fnatic. They know that Fnatic, they are going for this insane heavy team fight intensive heroes. Yep. So they went with 2 heroes that are super elusive and do a ton of damage without you physically touching them. Yeah. Riki and Storm. Yeah. Like, both of them are really good in dodging all these big team fights, and then they are also very good in just going back to your back line to just instantly kill this squishy hero off.
Honestly, I would, players aside, teams aside, everything. If I just saw, Fnatic's lineup versus Boom's lineup, I would have been 100%. I'd be like, oh, Fnatic, definitely. Or that lineup is just way stronger. There's just way too much team fight. Like, you have to fuck up like once and then you just lose, right? Yeah. Because the team fight is just insane, right? But I mean, Boom Esports completely navigated all of that. They were like, oh, we know how to deal with this. We need to find we know how to make our right pickoffs and everything. Their engagements were on point. Makoto, man, this guy's a beast.
A beast indeed. Alright, right now there's another beast who's feeling very hungry and I need some food. Yeah. So I guess you need some food too, because it's been a long night. So right, we're gonna call it right now and then wait. I mean, like, call it for a while. Okay. And then I'll come back later for game 3.
Sure. Alright, well, let's be back for game 3.